drop 2018 came around, Epic decided that they wanted to do more than just add some cool fire skin, and at the time, some rewards. Phantoms. I mean, it went from Battle Royale to Team Deathmatch pretty quick. And so that leaves thank you to Raid Shatter 600 code on screen. New players will get an epic babies that have been created from it, but for the next 30 days only, so do it. Just help us make videos like this one to Halloween this year, and it all starts with exactly what's going on with the Fortnite island right now. Now, if you haven't been paying much attention to the map, basically, the golden cube, aka the Queen, actually started moving a couple weeks ago, and so has every other cube on the island. And then the Queen went around and actually began zapping the others in order to spawn in baby cubes, and she's been doing this for a while. Let me tell you, a lot of babies have been created from it, but from leakers, we've eventually figured out that the paths of all of these cubes are leading straight to the center of the map, and that is where Fortnite comes into all of this. Eventually, when these cubes all reach their destination, the Queen is going to use the power to join them all together and make a huge new Fortnite. So expect the middle of the map to bring some spookiness to the island later this month. And as for gameplay changes, the last time we had Fortnite LTM, it was us against the Storm King. But it turns out for Halloween this year, Epic has something completely else in mind. It's going to be an updated version of the Horde Rush LTM, and it sounds like it's going to be absolutely incredible. According to leakers, this updated mode is going to give us new kinds of chests, abilities, different types of zombies, and a lot more. The new chest will be called an Obelisk chest, and will apparently have some very powerful weapons for us. The new Horde Rush mode will be the final boss. Everyone thought this guy looked like Siren Head, you know, the weird, tall, creepy pasta? But it turns out that he will be a sideways monster known only as the Caretaker, which is a really creepy name. The Caretaker will be the final boss of Horde Rush, so killing him will obviously be the aim of the mode, but he will also be added to Battle Royale during Fortnite, and there'll be 3 Caretakers around the map per match. Now, hopefully he's not that tough to beat, but I bet he is terrifying to come across nevertheless. And if you do manage to take him out, it'll be really worth it. He'll drop heals and one or multiple mythic weapons. But one of the coolest reasons to take him out will be that he drops new guns that aren't even out yet. And so all of that brings us to one of the most exciting part of Fortnite. This year we'll be getting a ton of new weapons and items exclusive to the Halloween season, and it starts with the return of the Fiend Crossbow. This is released every year and it won't be any different in 2021. Well, actually kind of will be a little bit, because not only will the crossbow return, but it will have another version known as the Dual Fiend Hunters, and unsurprisingly, these will obviously be dual mini versions of the crossbows, and they look super fun to use. And what's crazy is you can even spot them in Season 8's trailer, and you won't even have to wait until Fortnite begins to use these guys, because they are apparently going to drop next week on Tuesday. They'll appear in floor loot, supply drops, sideways chests, and the upcoming Caretaker Fortnite boss will also drop them. And it turns out he's also going to drop some other upcoming weapons. Yeah, there's an upcoming sideways mythic known as the Scythe, and it looks like it'll work similar to the Infinity Blade, but hopefully less OP, obviously. You'll be the Scythe, and it looks like it'll work similar to the Infinity Blade, but hopefully less OP, obviously. You'll be able to pick this up during Fortnite along with a new sideways shotgun that sounds a little interesting to say the least. There's also going to be a new AR and SMG added to Season 8 in the very near future known as the combat weapons. You probably spotted them in the trailer as well, and they look really fun to use, so I expect to see these guys either during or just after Fortnite. And if we're going off tradition, then Fortnite will probably also bring us the return of the Pumpkin Launcher, all new challenges and rewards, and we might even see the Witch's Broom vehicle coming back. But one of the most important things about Fortnite has always been the skins. It's by far one of the most exciting parts about it, and every year Epic releases cooler and cooler Halloween skins, which is why we have a treasure trove of leaked skins that'll be coming this year. A Renegade Raider.
I'm about to hit a parlay on the WinBet Sports Bet now.
Sign up for WinBet today and get up to $1,000 risk-free. Reward your first.
Will drop soon. We have to start with this decaying fish stick. I mean, I think this is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. I didn't think I'd have nightmares about fish Queen skin for the season, and she is a huge part of the reason why we think that Cube Town will be dropping during Fortnite. Now, if you pay attention to when the secret skin drops, she actually releases in the middle of Fortnite, aka October 28th. Now, if we go off of past years, Fortnite has always released on Tuesday or Wednesday of the last week of October, and this year that date falls on October 26th. So, if Fortnite begins 2 days before the secret Queen skin drops, of course it's also gonna bring Cube Town. I mean, guys, we should have listened to Donald Mustard from the start, because yes, everything is connected. And so with the Queen on the horizon, the cubes multiplying, and the Caretaker about to arrive, it seems like absolutely everything is building up to Fortnitemares, aka the climax of the season. But that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Halloween this year, because here's everything else we know. It turns out Fortnitemares may also be giving us a completely new way to move around the island. In the last few updates, leakers have discovered that Epic is working on a new mobility feature called sliding. And recently, we even got animations leaked for it, which show that we'll be able to slide around on our knees and still shoot. You have to admit, this is going to change the way people play Fortnite forever. But there are two possibilities, so we'll run through them. It's very possible that this feature may come to Fortnite with the huge Fortnitemares patch, or it's possible that it could actually just be for the event. Might be part of an LTM or just a time feature that will leave once Fortnitemares ends. And speaking of upcoming features, we're all still waiting on Naruto to release, and the last time we heard of him, Epic are still preparing to drop him and aren't ready to do so yet. But he is still rumored for Season 8, and what better time to drop a crossover than right after Fortnitemares? So, could we see Naruto in the game in a few weeks? Fingers are crossed. And so now it all comes down to two final questions. Will Fortnitemares give us a live event, and will we see the return of Shadow Midas? We never got him as a skin, so maybe this year we'll be able to equip him. I mean, it's probably unlikely, but there's always a chance. And as for the live event, well, that's a big question for sure. We've never had a Fortnitemares live event, so if Epic are planning on going big this year, maybe this is their chance to show everyone what they got. In all likelihood, the live event will actually mostly be the cubes heading to the center of the map and then forming Cube Town right in front of us, which does sound pretty awesome, but that is everything you need to know about Fortnitemares and what is right around the corner. We are just 3